The future tense. In the quiet village of Alderwood, nestled deep in the heart of the countryside, language was more than just a way to communicate. It was a way to shape the future. Every villager had learned since childhood the importance of tenses in their speech. While many of them lived in the moment, speaking mostly in the present tense, there was one person who stood apart from the rest. This was Eleanor, a thoughtful girl of 16, who constantly spoke and thought in the future tense. Unlike her friends who would say, "We are playing," or "I am walking," Eleanor always said, "I will be playing," or "I will be walking." Her words were always focused on what would happen, never on what was happening. At first, the villagers found her language strange, but harmless. However, as time passed, some noticed that Eleanor's way of speaking seemed to shape her life. Whenever she said, "I will study harder," she did. Whenever she declared, "I will become successful," her actions aligned with her words, and she found herself inching closer to success. It was as if her future-oriented speech gave her a unique power, one that enabled her to prepare for and manifest the future she envisioned. But this ability also came with a cost. Eleanor was so focused on the future that she began to lose sight of the present. Her friends would ask her to join them for games, but she'd say, "I will play later." They would invite her for walks, but she would respond, "I will walk tomorrow." As a result, Eleanor slowly distanced herself from the life unfolding around her. While others laughed, played, and shared moments of joy, Eleanor was always preoccupied with what was yet to come. The villagers began to wonder, was it a gift to live in the future tense, or a curse to miss out on the present? One day, the village elder, wise beyond his years, noticed Eleanor sitting by the river, lost in thought. He approached her and said, "Eleanor, I hear you speak of the future so often. Tell me, what does the future look like to you?" Eleanor smiled faintly and replied, "I will achieve great things. I will be happy. I will travel, and I will find success." The elder nodded thoughtfully. "But what about now, my child? What is happening now?" Eleanor paused. For the first time in a long while, she realized she had no answer. She had been so consumed by the future that she had neglected the beauty and opportunities of the present. The elder placed a gentle hand on her shoulder and said, "The future tense is a powerful tool, Eleanor. It helps us plan, dream, and strive for better days. But remember, the future will always remain just beyond your reach if you don't appreciate the present. It is the actions you take today that build the foundation for the future you speak of." Eleanor pondered his words, realizing the wisdom in them. She had been so focused on what would happen that she had forgotten to live in the here and now. From that day forward, Eleanor began to find balance. She still used the future tense, but now she understood the importance of the present tense as well. She would say, "I will become successful," but follow it with, "I am working hard now." Her words became not just declarations of what would be, but affirmations of what was being done. The village noticed a change in Eleanor. She laughed more, played more, and shared more moments with those around her. She had learned the true power of the future tense, not as a way to escape the present, but as a guide to help her shape it. In the end, Eleanor's life was rich with both present joy and future promise. She became a symbol in the village of how the future tense can inspire, but only when balanced with the actions of today. And so the villagers learned from her example, speaking not only of what they will do, but also of what they are doing to make their dreams a reality.